Somehow, this part of our Brittany trip ended up becoming our favorite. From the walls of Saint-Malo to quiet beach moments and slow evenings at the campsite, everything just felt easy here. We spent the day exploring the coast, wandering through old streets, stopping in small towns like Brittany and Rennes, and honestly just enjoying the slower pace for a while. And after squeezing our car yet another tiny French parking garage, our Saint-Malo adventure officially began. As soon as we entered Saint-Malo, we understood why so many people love this place. Driving along the city walls with the ocean right beside us already felt unreal, and the atmosphere was completely different from anywhere else we'd visited during the trip. It somehow felt both lively and relaxed at the same time, the kind of place where you immediately want to slow down and just wander around for hours. And then we saw the beach for the first time. Honestly, pictures really don't do this place justice. The water, the massive stretch of sand, the old walls in the background, it all felt like a little unreal in the best way possible. We ended up slowing down completely here, just taking in the view and enjoying the moment for a while. From up here, you really get a different perspective of Saint-Malo, with the sea surrounding the city and the historic ramparts stretching all around it. Walking along the walls is actually one of the best things to do here, because you get the views over both the old town and the coastline at the same time. And it's the kind of place where you end up stopping every few minutes just to take another picture. The ramparts surrounding the city were built to protect Saint-Malo from attacks coming from the sea, and today you can still walk almost the entire circuit around the old town. Before heading down to the beach, we walked along Saint-Malo's famous ramparts surrounding the old town. The promenade is about 1.7 kilometers long and circles the entire historic center, so it gives you incredible panoramic views over the ocean, the beaches, and the city itself. Honestly, it's one of the best ways to experience Saint-Malo. What surprised us most was just how high the walls actually were. From the beach below, you barely notice it, but once you're up there, the whole coastline feels much bigger and more dramatic. We settled down by the beach for a while, and the kids couldn't wait to run straight to the shore. What we really loved about Saint-Malo was how spacious and relaxed everything felt. Even though it's such a popular spot, the beach still felt calm enough to properly slow down and enjoy the view. As we relaxed by the beach, we noticed people jumping into Saint-Malo's natural swimming pool from the platform in front of us. Of course, it didn't take long before our teenagers started talking about trying it too. Although the excitement quickly turned into panic once they actually stood next to the platform, at first the higher jump felt completely impossible to them, especially knowing the water was freezing cold. So instead, they decided to start with the lower platform first. Even that took a lot of convincing, hesitation, and standing around at the edge for a while before finally jumping. But little by little, they started gaining confidence. One by one, they kept trying to beat their fear and slowly worked their way up to the higher platforms. And somehow, by the end of it, they were all jumping from the highest one like it was nothing.
Yes, Karen! Karen, the health!
Because it was low tide, we were able to walk all the way over to the tower from the beach, something you can only do at certain times of the day in Saint-Malo. The tides were actually some of the strongest in Europe, so the entire coastline changes constantly depending on the water level. Walking out there gave us a completely different perspective of the surroundings. From the top, we could see the long sandy beaches, the old ramparts surrounding the city, small islands scattered along the coast, and the ocean stretching out in every direction. It honestly made Saint-Malo feel even more dramatic and unique. After exploring Saint-Malo for the day, we finally found a restaurant that would fit our entire group. Since we were right by the coast, I had to order a seafood platter filled with fresh oysters, shrimp, shellfish, and pretty much everything the region is known for. Even the kids ended up loving the seafood, which honestly surprised us a little. After dinner, we slowly made our way back to the campsite, and by then, everyone was pretty exhausted. One of the nicest things about staying in Brittany like this is being able to spend the day exploring places like Saint-Malo, and then coming back to a calm campsite in the evening. And seeing the kids walking together, still talking about the day, made the whole trip feel even more special. Thanks for joining us on this adventure. More Brittany and glamping moments are coming up next, so make sure to subscribe. See you in the next vlog.